Now, guys, how many of you remember this video? Uh, just one of my recent video where I talked about example of key zone that market must respect. All right, I'm sure you should remember now, especially if you have watched it. But if you have not, go and find it. I've posted it in my platform. You watch it. It was when market opened on this week, which is Monday, April 6th. Okay, from I think from the night, yeah, from the midnight of Sunday, which is April 5. So you remember market closed on Thursday because of the Easter holidays, and this is where the market closed. This is the point where the market actually closed. All right, this is the point where the market closed last Thursday because of the Easter holiday. All right, which I said the market opened and then came down this way. The market opened and came down. Of course, the market came down this way into the zone, which I talked about. All right, if you remember the video now, you will remember that this is what I'm saying. If you have not watched it, you can still find it. It's not on my platform. In that video, I talked about key zone. It relate to key zone that market must respect. Example of key zone that market must respect, which I described to be this and this for my zone after I've drawn it. That's during my analysis that I did that, of course. You understand that. All right. So this is already. So I just want to point out something from that video because I told you guys that this market is doing higher lows into area of resistance. That this low is higher, is low. This one is higher than this particular this low here, and this one higher. And I told that is going to break above this place. It is, and as you can see, where the market stopped from last week was here, and now when it resumed, it had to head down to the zone, and then from the zone, you can see it has gone back to the other zone, and now from there, it sold to this point. All right, this marked out area, and you can see what it's doing is higher low, higher low, higher low into resistance, and this is preparing to break above the resistance, that zone. You just find out that eventually today, right now, the market has broken above it. But there is even a trade that I took in anticipation. I say when you mark out key zones and you understand what the market is trying to do, you get it ahead. This is the trade. You see, I marked out this. You see, I took after the market eventually returned to the zone, back to the zone, but it was that low was higher than the previous time that the market. Look at the previous time, the last time that the market returned to the zone. You see, this is the last time that the market returned to the zone. Remember that I took a trade right here that I showed you in that particular video. All right. So this is the last time the market returned to the zone. And what happened after that? So let's find out. When the market came back to the zone, you see that the low is higher than that last time, the last time the market returned to the zone. This is showing you that it's about to break. After it came down through all this low, we test the zone, but this zone, this market here, we're testing it, the low there is higher than the last time. Meaning that this is the last time the market returned to the zone here, which is here, and it's higher than the other one. So you get it. So that is a sign that the breakout is about to happen after doing that. And you see, I just took my take profit to this. This is a kind of resistance line. These are other block line. This one is this here is a resistance line, and you can see. I think I'll check my account now. I think it has been hit. Yeah, it's been hit. As you can see, the TP has just been hit. The market just opened. The market just opened. All right. You see, when the market opened, look at where the market closed, and there was a jump. I was already on the trade right from here. There was a jump. The jump just catapulted into, and this is over $200. But the only point, the thing is that here now, 0.01 loss size. This is 200 and two. I mean, 2000. and 9 pips of gold. And what is the stop loss? The stop loss is about 70 pip. Yeah, that's 60.7 pips. So I round it up to 70 pips. And the risk to reward ratio is 1 is to 31 risk to reward ratio. That's what we have here. Maybe let me so that you can see it. You can see it very well. You look down, the stop is 6.722, and you can see risk to reward ratio 1 is to 31 risk to reward ratio. And you can see at the top, when you get to the top now, the top of the two, you see that this is 200 over 209, I mean 2009 pips. All right, this is over $209. You see that? So once you can, the point here is just that once you can identify key zone the market can will respect, you'll be able to trade. Sniper entry trading strategy is a very fine strategy. When you learn and master it, the sky is your limit. You see, I have a small account. I have a very small account. In fact, like I used to say, I've not even started trading because I've not really gathered capital to trade. When I gather capital to trade, you see, that's why I say, watch out for me in 2 years' time. Okay, I'm still having capital issue. You see that? So you can see now here, what I do here is 0.01 loss size. That's what I use. So, but this doing 2000 pip, you know what that means? And you're sacrificing just 60 pip to do. So that is huge, and this is what sniper entry can actually bring to the table. I think before bye bye, let me show you guys how I took it in 1 minute time frame. All right, I think it will be better. Let me show you guys so that you see the setup properly, like that. Remember, it returned to the zone. How do I mark out my zone? I mark out my zone. I refine it to 15 minutes. All right, so I take that 15 minutes to as my entry time frame, right? What's wrong with this guy? So that's my entry time frame, right? So, but I don't take the trade, I just refine it to up to that point. So I go to 1 minute to take the trade. So I want to show you guys so that you can get it better. All right, so I'm moving to 1 minute time frame right now. So I'll be showing you exactly. So let's go find the entry point of the trade. We're on 1 minute time frame already. All right, so this is the entry point of the trade. So let me show you guys so that you understand it properly, how the trade was taken on 1 minute time frame. Those of you who always ask for the setup, you see. So I use what I call turning pattern. Now look at, so pay attention here because this is important, right? Pay attention. Pay attention. This is important, and I'm sure you can see it very well. I think I should hide. You see, this point is where the trade was taken, right? Now, this point is important because it is the first time after it hit the zone. All right, this is a good enough to take the trade, but that is not a strong confirmation because I always talk about a situation where I want to take the trade where the price will never come back to your stop loss at all after you have taken the trade. That is what I teach and that's what I do out there. So now, how did that happen? So let me just close this so that you understand it better now. All right. Now you see, after he hit the zone here, you see that. All right. And we are look at this tweezer button. This is a variation of tweezer button you have here. All right, so immediately I have to take it on the bullish candle side. Now I'm not taking it because of here alone, I'm taking it because of it has given me a turning pattern. Okay, so this just confirmed me that the turning pattern is set, so I have to take it on that, on the that tweezer, the second candle of the tweezer button. It look doji, all right, or like dragonfly doji, all right. So what both of them have given us a kind of a tweezer bottom kind of candlestick set pattern. That's exactly why I put it there and took it there. All right. And of course, stretch my TP because I'm expecting a breakout already. All right, based on my strategy. Because I remember I told you guys that breakout is going to occur in the previous video when it has not even yet was going to occur. All right, and eventually happened. So you see that I told you about this strategy. It's a killer strategy. You guys don't just know it yet. You think anyway, guys, I will see you guys in another video so that I've not talked too much. Bye.